Hello, I'm Jordan Carter, Assistant Curator of Contemporary Art at the Art Institute of Chicago. And today I'm speaking about one of my favorite works in the collection, a work by French artist Daniel Buren titled Up and Down, In and Out, Step by Step, a Sculpture from 1977. This one has a particular relevance to me, and that's because it was one of the very first works I quote-unquote installed at the museum. And that's a funny thing to say about this work of art because it doesn't physically exist within the collection. That is to say, it's a work of conceptual art. It was maybe about a month or a month and a half after I started, it became clear that my boss, Ann Goldstein, had plans to bring this work back. It had not been on view since 2005 when it was in an orange and white stripe configuration. So she wanted to actually do it in the original composition that it was done in 1977. The particular work comprises, as all of Daniel Buren's work does since 1968 to the present, a alternating composition of vertical lines, or vertical bands that alternate between white and color. And for Buren, this material was really something that could go anywhere. It was readily deployable, and it was really about the site that he chose that really allowed the work to gain meaning or gain significance for him. So Daniel Buren had this idea when he was asked to participate in this group exhibition that he wanted to make his work, the frame of his work, the museum itself. Buren sort of designated the grand staircase, the steps of Michigan Avenue, as the site where his work would unfold. It sort of had a temporal and spatial sort of quality to it. It could only be experienced in that site. That's where this term in situ that he uses comes from, in situation, within that context. I personally like this piece because I love the idea of being able to collect something that you can't hold in your hands. And that's radical now, and it was even more radical then. It reminds me how ahead of its time and how daring and how risk-taking the Art Institute really is as an institution, and how that's championed by the objects, or quote-unquote objects, we collect.